when I was 24 years old, I went on birth control because my husband and I decided that we wanted to wait to start our family. And I was on birth control for 5 days and immediately noticed a difference and decided with my soon-to-be husband that I needed to go off because it totally had changed my personality. And within 6 months, I had gained 80 pounds, and no doctor could explain why I had gained all of this weight. It was really difficult. And I also had personality changes. I went from being a really happy, upbeat person to someone who dealt with very deep depression, which was very, very unlike my personality. And I was like this for about 8 years. And then I found a doctor here in Utah who was able to help me manage symptoms, help me figure out my weight and some of the hormone issues that I was dealing with. And then in September of 2014, I was driving down a road and one deer broadsided the driver's side of my car. And I'd gone to physical therapy and a chiropractor, and nothing was helping. And then in January of 2015, I woke up and had vertigo and went to an ear, nose, and throat doctor. And he did all of these tests, balance testing, and was unable to figure out where the vertigo came from. So he sent me for an MRI, just wanting to make sure that my brain was clear, that I had not had a stroke or a brain tumor or anything like that. And during that time, I was given a blessing by my husband that said, Andrea, every experience in your life has led you to this one moment. And I knew at that moment that I was in trouble and that I would be facing something really difficult. And my health very rapidly declined, and I lost my ability to drive, to walk, to talk without assistance, and I had really bad tremors, and I thought I was going to die. And I just happened to find a friend, or a lady who's become a friend, who I talked to, and she recommended a doctor. I had met her at a function, and she saw my husband trying to help me. And I watched her, and I knew that she had Lyme disease. And I watched her get up at this party and go and dance. And when I saw that, I thought, I want to be that girl. I will do anything I can to be that girl, because I don't want to be here sitting on the sideline, unable to do anything. So at that point, I called the doctor I'm seeing, and then it's progressed to here. So when I went to see my doctor, I mentioned what had happened. My doctor, my Lyme specialist, and when I spoke with him, he said that birth control is a trigger for Lyme disease. And I've met 3 different people who have had similar experiences with Lyme flaring up because of birth control. So I don't know, how is that? I don't know, just that's kind of just been my experience. I never was able to lose weight. I worked out. And I felt crazy. And when I found this doctor here in Utah, before I found out that I had Lyme, before I found him, I felt like my world was dark. And as soon as he put me on hormones and some different medications, it was like the lights came on for the first time in 8 years. And I thought that I had found my answer. And really what it was I was guided to him specifically because he never stopped looking for answers. And he's the reason that I was diagnosed with Lyme, because he never stopped searching. He never stopped researching and trying to figure out how to help me. So I went on birth control when for those 5 days. And then after my first son was born, I went on, I had an IUD placed, and it had a small amount of hormones, but it made me wacky again, and so I had to have that removed very quickly because my side effects were just horrendous. And I just was crazy and couldn't get feeling better.